Yo, 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 what is good, good people? This is your boy TP from Your Don't Listen Podcast. Now, a lot of people know that I call myself a citizen reporter. I report on news that I think you should hear. I was first alerted from Facebook through a friend, more than a friend actually, but Mrs. Carol Milton said, "Don't drink the water." There was a chemical spill in the Delaware River. So what I do is jumped on the internet, see what I could find, so I could bring some information for you people. That way, you know, you make up your mind and see if there's something you want to do when it comes to your health, when it comes to your, your longevity. Because as you know, there was a huge chemical spill in East Palestine, and the way officials handled that, I don't know if this will rise to that same response. Will it rise to the same news coverage? Because at this point, it has been very little news coverage on this as of late, so I only can bring you the information that I have. So I think this is very important. So I decided to bring it to you all and, put on my citizen reporter hat, do some digging, and let me know, or let you all know what information that I have thus far. Okay, so let's look at some news coverage on it. I'm going to share my screen. Yes, let's share my screen. I gotta figure out why. All right, here we go. Let's see what they talking about.
But the big story in Action News is developing within the city of Philadelphia. You might have received this public safety message early this afternoon. The city had recommended the use of bottled water following a spill along the Delaware River in Bucks County, with officials stressing at that time contaminants have not been found in the water system. Now, the city of Philadelphia now says there's, quote, no need to buy bottled water, and they are confident the tap water is safe to drink. Still, we received dozens of calls, emails, videos, and photos of the frenzy inside local grocery stores since the safety alert was first sent out. Action News reporter Sharifa Jackson joins us live from the Acme in Bala Cynwyd, where the shelves are bare. Sharifa.
Yeah, that's right, Walter. And just to reiterate again, the announcement coming from the city moments ago that tap water is 100% safe to drink, to fill up in your bottles, whatever you may have to do. That is at least until just before midnight tomorrow. They say that the water for customers that's currently available, it was treated before the water made its way after the spill in the Delaware River. But again, the alert that they put out earlier today, it did cause quite a scare. And stores like this Acme here, they were quick to sell out. Philadelphia area residents rushed to stock up on bottled water.
All I can get.
This was the scene at grocery stores across the city. Aisles empty and signs alerting customers there's no more water.
Probably 50, 60 people long waiting to get water.
Here, you know what I mean? They actually limited to a customer what you can get. And I think they're just about done it. The line in there for water is very long.
This came after the emergency alert by the city of Philadelphia this afternoon to use bottled drinking water following a spill in the Delaware River. A cautionary alert they have now reversed. The latex-like material that spilled into the Delaware River is a result of a pipeline rupture at Trenzio PLC in Bristol, Pennsylvania late Friday night. An estimated 8,000 gallons spilled into Mill Creek and the Delaware River.
It's like the material that you find in paint. You know, it's your typical acrylic paint in your house that you have. That's what really this material is in a water base.
Tim Thomas is the company's senior vice president.
Just because it's some paint that you find in your house, or that's what they saying that it is, even if that is the case, paint ain't supposed to be in a human body. Let's continue.
President of Manufacturing and Engineering.
In the end, it's more of what's visually happening than it is anything for people to be concerned about.
Action News was there as the environmental crews first began the cleanup process of the white substance in the water. Testing is ongoing to determine how much has spilled into the river and any possible contaminants and chemicals. And again, no contaminants have been found at this time. The city of Philadelphia says all tap water is 100% safe to drink. They say they will provide an update later this evening. We're live in Bala Cynwyd, Sharifa Jackson, Channel 6 Action News. Walter.
Okay, that's what they're saying on the news thus far, right? That's what they're saying on the news thus far. Like I said, the situation that happened in East Palestine, the government's action or lack thereof should be your guiding principle into whether you think that water's safe to drink or not. That's my opinion. But if I were you, in my opinion, I will go out and get some water to drink. If you can afford to buy water, I would advise you to do that. Because, like I said, in the situation with East Palestine, they told those people it was safe to go back and drink the water. And if you've been paying attention, you know a lot of those people are getting sick. Okay? A lot of them. And a lot of people have gotten sick. And I think a call to all these government entities that we have to start doing some more safety inspections. I know OSHA and all that, and whatever you got to do, some more safety inspections, you know, especially over vital resources such as drinking water, you know, for pipes to be busting and all that, you know, it has to be some kind of, you know, better way for them to keep such a vital part of infrastructure of people's daily lives safe from contaminants, safe water to drink for people that can't afford to go out and buy bottled water. And then you got to take a bath in the crap too. That's the part that they leaving out. It's safe to drink until 12 and they'll let you know. How do you know that? I'm talking about us as people. How do we know that? We got to rely on these people that have lied before to get information from. I will again like to thank Ms. Milton for saying something about this on Facebook, because I wasn't aware. You know, I wasn't aware. And once I saw that, I said, oh man, what we got going on here? You know, what we got going on here, good people. Let me go to this article I'm gonna read this article for y'all because, you know, certain things need to be talked about. Certain things need to be talked about. So we're gonna go to this article. I'm gonna read some of this article for y'all, and hopefully this shed more light. I doubt it, but let's see what happens here with this. Excuse me. Philadelphia officials are monitoring the city's drinking water system. Now, people probably like, why are you talking about it? You don't live in Philly. We live right across the bridge from Philly. We get our water from the same places as they do. And this is just for Camden residents, okay? And if people are not aware, this is the Delaware River that runs between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. It goes all the way through the Delaware. It goes all the way up, up upstate PA. It's a very large river and is a source of drinking water for both people in South Jersey and Philadelphia and so on and so on. So this is why I'm talking about it, because this directly affects me, directly affects people that I know. So this is why I'm talking about it, okay? Following a chemical spill upstream in the Delaware River, saying the water will be safe to drink until at least 11:59 p.m. on Monday. I have no idea what that means. They treated a bunch of water, so once that water go through the system, I guess now you got to worry about contaminated water. I guess it's safe to drink until 11:59. So at 11:59, then what? I will hope that they have some information for us to know, our officials to talk about it as well on the New Jersey side, because this is PA. Only the information I'm getting is from Pennsylvania. We need our officials to come out in New Jersey and let us know, is this water safe to drink as well? Like, where they at? I'm not seeing nothing about New Jersey officials talking about this. The water that is currently available to customers was treated before the spill reached in Philadelphia and remains safe to drink and use for bathing, cooking, and washing, the city said Sunday in a statement. None of these three chemicals that leaked into the river when a latex product spilled Friday have so far been detected in Philadelphia's water system. Still, residents swarmed grocery stores as news of the spill spread to stock up on bottled water. It's not the sort of thing you want to mess around with, said Kim Kelly, a gallon a day kind of gal, who on Sunday found some shelves bare at one South Philly store. I feel like someone should reimburse us all for all the money we're spending on all this water because it's not our fault. Abso-freaking-lutely. These companies that's using these chemicals, if they have an accident and they incur more people to have to spend money on stuff that they normally wouldn't have to, absolutely should be reimbursed. Abso-freaking-lutely, because again, like she said, it's not our fault. And these companies has to bear responsibility for contaminating our freaking water. You know, whatever it is that falls on regular citizens, you know, and it ain't their fault, it should be dealt with by the companies whose fault it is. Absolutely. Okay, the spill, which appears to be the result of equipment failure. Again, this is what I said. If who is responsible for looking after this equipment? Who is responsible for inspecting this equipment? Because it says equipment failure. Equipment failure. So, I mean, is it our fault? Is it our fault that we got to spend money on water for something that we shouldn't have to spend money on, even though you spent money on water? Anyway, this is ridiculous. All right, the spill, which appears to be the result of equipment failure, the facility's owner said Sunday, raised immediate concerns about possible health threats. At least one of the discharged chemicals, butyl acrylate, is among contaminants of concern identified in last month's train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. Ethyl acrylate and methyl methacrylate also spilled into the Delaware River, officials said. Butyl acrylate, in particular, is a chemical that was identified in the spill in East Palestine. So we understand there are some known effects and their established thresholds in terms of parts per billion that the EPA feels are safe. And that was Philadelphia's Deputy Managing Director for Transportation, Infrastructure, and Sustainability. The city initially sent out mobile phone alerts recommending residents use bottled water starting at 2 p.m. on Sunday due to the spill the late Sunday afternoon. They said they were confident tap water from Baxter Drinking Water Treatment Plant would remain safe to drink until at least the end of Monday. I don't know what that means. I really don't. I can't act like I do. I don't know what that means. The water would continue to be monitored, Carroll said. Again, I want to reiterate, we have not detected any of these contaminants in our water and will continue to use that as our first basis for any decision making that we make. We have enough water to sustain a safe use for drinking, cooking, all purposes through until at least 11:59 p.m. What does that even mean? I really don't know what that means, good people. And like I said, it's been minimal coverage on this. I don't really know. From what I saw, I've seen 4 videos so far. And I've seen at least 6 articles, and it's all on the Pennsylvania side. I don't know what's going on with our officials here in New Jersey, but they need to be talking about this too. And let us know, is our water safe to drink? The city's advice on the tap water safety was updated based on the time it will take river water that entered the Baxter intakes early Sunday morning to move through treatment and water remains before reaching customers. The Philadelphia Water Department provides water to more than 2 million people in Philadelphia, Montgomery, Delaware, and Bucks County. Its website says it is posting online updates regarding the spill. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but I'm going to keep reading. Y'all can see where I got this article from. It's from CNN. It's from CNN. Y'all seen where I'm going to continue because I don't want y'all to just look at words on the screen. But this is what it's saying right here. Let me zoom out. Okay. Yeah. Now, it's a part here. It says how the spilled chemicals can harm your health. So I'm reading this just in case, maybe they're going to talk about the side effects if you're feeling certain types of ways. So just let's see what they say here. Okay, no evidence of contamination. Plumes was seen during a flyover by the Philadelphia Police Department and Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protections. In this case, because we're talking about essentially ingredients that go into latex paint, we should have been able to see a kind of white plume under the river surface. Some 60,000 gallons of contaminated water have been collected from the chemical spill, the Coast Guard said. In a statement Sunday night, cleanup is primarily focused on removing product from the storm drain system and outflow located on Mill Creek. Coast Guard pollution responders conducted shoreline patrols Sunday morning and observed no visible product along the Delaware River, the statement reads. Coast Guard have not gotten any calls reporting injury or affected wildlife, it said. Okay, these are among the chemicals that are spilled. Okay. Butyl acrylate is a potentially flammable, colorless liquid with an acrid odor which can cause irritation of eyes, skin, and respiratory system. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. That's one of them. Here's another. Ethyl acrylate. Now, these words are a little crazy looking, so I'm going to pronounce them the best that I can. Okay. Can cause irritation symptoms depending on exposure. The CDC says both are often used in the manufacturing of paints and adhesive. It's just saying that it causes irritation systems. Okay, here's another one. Methyl methacrylate, sometimes called MMA, is a colorless liquid with a fruity odor often used in the production of acrylic plastics and resins. Exposure to MMA can cause irritation to the eyes, skin, nose, and throat, as well as skin inflammation. The polymer version of MMA is often used in dental applications. Okay. That's what they're saying, okay? Contamination occurred Friday night and involved a latex product that spilled along a Delaware River tributary in Bristol Township, Bucks County, Carroll earlier said in a statement. The Philadelphia Water Department became aware of this through the Delaware Valley early warning systems and has been evaluating the situation since the time to understand potential impacts to the public. And it's here we go again. It says equipment failure appears to be the factor, the company says. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop reading it right there because now it's getting into a whole lot of stuff that we don't need to talk about, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, some information. And I'm keep my eye on it. I'm a citizen reporter for you all. Okay, this is why I started this podcast in the beginning, to give important information, and then morphed into all this other stuff. But yeah, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Like I said, we need New Jersey officials to come out and let us know, is our water safe to drink? Like I said, haven't heard too much from the New Jersey side, but I know the Delaware River is a source of drinking water for us as well. So we need to know something. Let us know something. Pay attention to what's going on, people. Like I said, the way they did those people in East Palestine, I don't see why that wouldn't happen again here. So make sure you paying attention and getting information, and pay attention. That's all I got for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Peace to all of you on your journey. Can we please have some safe drinking water? And like I said, you know what I mean? These companies need to be inspected more to make sure their equipment is doing what it's supposed to do and keeping our drinking water safe and keeping us safe. And the people that's in charge of keeping us safe need to do a better job at doing that. Okay? That's all I got. I don't want I don't want to show no more anger. I'm getting a little angry. Peace to all of you all on your journey. I'm out.